Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 5, The Inside Job. This show was pretty much dedicated to good old Archie from Texas, who sent us in a question last week about digging up some conspiracies, and we'll get into that further on down the road. But without further ado, let me introduce to you the illustrious square table. To my left, the man who's trying to be number 2, his belly is blue, the Penn State Bluebelly.
I'm getting good. I'm getting rhyming introductions now.
Yeah, I'm only giving you warm-up ones. You're not getting sexy yet. And, of course, to my right, the chair that's always vacant, but he says that he's going to make it for next Friday's blockbuster of a show, the non-existent, gorgeous Randy Flamethrower. Well, he's not here to say hi, so, all right. Well, and, of course, me. I'm here. Well, Bluebelly, do you have anything interesting going on in your good old week?
I didn't have too many interesting things going on. A couple things. One thing that made the list. The fucking cover songs are going absolutely insane. I actually texted you one day out of the blue because I was going nuts. I heard 3 different terrible cover songs on the same radio station within the course of 1 week's travels back and forth to work. Five Finger Death Punch remade Offspring's Getaway.
I heard that. I don't know how it sounds, though. I'm not a big fan of the Five Finger Death Punch, though.
Of Mice and Men remade Pink Floyd's Money.
I don't even know who they are.
And the Bad Wolves remade Zombie by the Cranberries.
What station are you listening to?
That was on 100.1 CLG.
Free plug to them.
But, they're normally really good songs, but man, they were just terrible, terrible covers and especially with the Five Finger Death Punch, whose only the last time they had a song on mainstream radio was when they covered Bad Company by Bad Company.
Bad Company by Bad Company. The funny thing is, right after you mentioned what the hell was it, top 3, bottom 3 cover songs?
Yeah.
That's when I was like, because I told him I don't hear any cover songs ever because I only listen to Hair Nation or E Street Radio. Sometimes I'll switch over onto Ozzy's Boneyard because I just listen to XM. I don't listen to the regular radio. But it's the day after he told me that, I went and seen Fozzy, and they covered a song. What did I say the name of that was? SOS or something?
Yeah, by ABBA.
Yeah, ABBA. They're playing ABBA. And to tell you the truth, it wasn't bad at all. So just to make the Penn State Bluebelly happy, not next episode number 7, we'll do a top 3, bottom 3 covers.
Ooh.
I can fit that in. Write it down because you know I'll forget. That's your cup of tea. I'm going to make you happy with it. I'm going to serve it up hot.
I like when you make me happy.
Yeah, I'm here to please.
But other than that, girls' softball season's in full swing. Practice started this week outdoor on the field because it's no longer fucking slush ball out there. This fucking weather.
I don't know. I've heard that this weekend or this following week coming up that the weather is supposed to go back to the shitter again. I'm trying to. Goddamn dog keeps on eating my food. Let me pull up the forecast here because it's always wrong. You know what? For Monday and Tuesday is the only bad days pretty much coming up. 47 degrees with rain, like always. Tuesday you got 48 with a picture of a cloud. Wednesday 68 and sunny. And Thursday is going to be 49 with a cloud. So who the hell knows what you're going to get? The bad news is that the goddamn neighbors to the left and to the right of me decided to be heroes this week and cut the fucking grass. So you know that I can't look like the bums that live across the street from me. Of course I had to cut the grass to follow suit. I didn't cut the whole entire hill. It's still pretty much dead for the most part. And what did survive, whenever I get a nice stretch of good 68-degree days, 4 in a row preferably, I'm going to kill the rest of the hill again. So my grass cutting is brought to you by, what's that stuff called that I use?
And steroids.
Yeah, I use that. But the stuff in the white bottle that kills the grass.
I can't think of it now either. Ground clear.
Roundup.
Yeah.
That segment was brought to you by Roundup. They will make my chores around the house very much easier. Speaking of, owning a house is a pain in the fucking dick.
Aye.
This is the worst investment that I ever had in my whole entire life. I'm cutting the grass out there today, so I paid a little bit of attention to the house while I was walking around it for the first time since last year. Man, I gotta paint them goddamn frames around the doors outside. I gotta paint the fucking door outside. Power wash the damn, what the hell's the siding. I need some Mexicans around here. This is fucking horseshit.
Well, I'm thinking, I think there's people across the street that might be looking for employment.
They don't look like they're all about cleaning, though.
That's true. Neither do Mexicans.
But they'll do anything for a peso.
That's true.
These people across the street do not look like they're in the habit of cleanliness.
No.
I mean, their idea of a screen door today was having the door wide open and a baby gate up. So
keep the bugs out.
So either critters couldn't get in or the little shitty critter that they have couldn't get out. That is the most fucked up family I've ever seen in my whole entire life living across the street from me. It's about a 2-bedroom house at best. God damn, I owe everyone a beer. It's a 2-bedroom house at best. At best, I strongly repeat, at best, across the street from the barn. There is at least 6 adult men there, 2 fat adult women that count as 4 men, and 1 baby.
Sounds like a party.
So I have no clue what the hell combination's going with whatever there, but there is definitely too much meat for that house.
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot of person.
Like I said,
it's a lot of sweat. 2
bedrooms. And let me tell you, wait till the weather breaks, folks, and they bring out the good patio furniture. Last year they had a nice sectional couch that went around the bonfire pit outside. I shit you not. They did not take it inside, not one time. It didn't matter if it rained, held, sleeted, or snowed. That fucking couch, the sectional stayed around the bonfire pit. It's not a bonfire pit. You know, it's nothing like one of them fancy installation ones.
No.
We're talking about a whole bunch of twigs and sticks and just shit. It's a pile of shit. Probably a couple tires in it. It looks like fucking the White Sanford and Son lives across the street from me.
I'm just picturing all these people stacked in this bed like the grandparents in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
I'd be surprised
heel to toe, here, head to toe.
I'd be surprised if they have a bed. Like I said, no matter what, you're stockpiling people on top of people because they've got 2 bedrooms and a living room. Someone is definitely living in the living room. Definitely. They got to have cots in every room. Fucking cots. There's no beds.
Yeah, there can't be an upstairs, downstairs because they don't look like they're that much into cardio.
No, absolutely not. The only time I ever seen them fucking heifer women over there was whenever they run out to the gas station down the road, pick up another pack of Pall Malls in their goddamn pajama bottoms too. I don't want to waste all my good hate.
Okay.
I don't want to waste all my good hate. I got way off track talking about them fucking dirt.
We'll jump into your shit list, pal.
Okay. Well, I guess I could. Okay, here we go. I just came back from the good old New Orleans. I went down there for the WrestleMania. I did a couple good experiences while I was down there. I went to the Voodoo Museum, and that was quite the interesting feat. I ain't one of them people about the bad juju vibe, believing in all that hoopla, you know. But something about walking around the House of Voodoo sort of makes you wonder.
Put the hairs up on your arms?
Yeah, because they had the picture of, oh man, I'm so bad with the names. What the hell is that black witch's name down there? Marie Laveau or whatever.
Oh, yeah, Marie Laveau from the Ray Stevens song.
Yeah, they had all of her pictures hanging up, and they was telling the stories about fucking bringing people back from the dead and all that hoopla, and then zombies. Hey, it covers the whole grand scale. The one thing they did have was this wishing stump down there. That if you put some money attached to your wish, you got to tie it together and drop it in the stump.
Did you wish for your money back?
I can't. No, I can't exactly tell you what I wish for because I might get bad voodoo on me. But I'll let you know if it comes true. And if it does, well, then we got to hop on a plane, get back down to New Orleans, throw a couple more wishes in that stump.
Does it rhyme with Razy Biver?
No, I didn't use that one this time. I didn't want to go straight. Okay. I didn't want to go straight to the big guns.
Okay,
but that was pretty cool. If you're down that way, take part of that. Get some of that culture there. Like I said, I was interested in that stuff. Walking around them streets and seeing all them old school houses and buildings and stuff, your interest gets piqued a little bit. And plus, I watched that American Horror Story Voodoo Witches down there. So it made you wonder even more.
With all the graveyards above ground.
See, I drove past them, and I regret not going and seeing them personally. The Englanders are blowing my phone up.
All right, fellas.
I regret not taking the tour of the above ground cemeteries, and then they also had the haunted tour also. So I don't know. I guess there's a pretty notorious axe murder and stuff down there. They take you to the house where he was hiding. Not bad for $25. It seemed like a good time, but it just between all the drugs, alcohol, and activities, I just did not have time to get to it.
No. New Orleans isn't a place where you just have a lot of free time when you go to visit.
No, let me tell you about the drugs down there too.
Okay.
This is like the goodie man.
Okay.
They didn't have it how the marijuana is legal when you go up to the dispensary places. They had vans and Winnebagos set up like every other street down there, sounded right there on the street. I mean, I should have took a picture and I didn't. They actually had custom paint jobs on these vans and Winnebagos, advertising the weed and stuff. And I guess it was kosher because, I mean, hell, it's right in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
I didn't buy any, so I didn't buy any weed. So for all of you people out there that like the idea of such thing, it's very accessible down close to Bourbon Street. Let me tell you. On another historical venture while I was down there, I stopped at the WW2 Museum. Let me tell you, if you decide that you want to go to the World War II Museum, you better dedicate a good 5 to 6 hours if you want to really see everything. You know what I mean?
I would love to go to one of those.
Well,
I've been to
maybe
the Smithsonian's. I love that shit.
if I can ever get you to leave the cave in Carmichael's,
This is also true.
maybe we can partake in fun activities. But
Maybe if that wish comes true, we'll have more expenditure money.
I can't tell you what the wish was for. It might not have been for money.
You were shielding your food away from the dogs, and I, honest to God, thought you were trying to offer me a bite.
No, you're on a diet.
I am on a diet.
Good. Let the people know how your diet's coming along. By the way,
I'm down 16 pounds
encourage the listeners.
since I started working out daily with. Well, I guess we're in the business of mixing names. Old big tall.
Shut the fuck up!
That's one. Old big tall grape juice there in the kitchen. He's helping me out. Just watching what I eat, down 16 pounds. I feel good.
That's good.
Yep.
Maybe you'll live for season 3.
I'm not live and fast.
Don't worry. I'm gonna get into fat people down the road too.
Okay.
That's my next topic.
I got one. Here's one you should like. This involves 2 things you love: American heroes.
I wasn't even done.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go
I'm
ahead.
still fucking
You're in
blabbering.
the WW2.
Hey, I didn't get to that part.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm all fucked up.
WW2 Museum.
The WW2 Museum. Yeah, they had 2 extra parts in there too. You could see a 45-minute video from Tom Hanks. You know, Tom Hanks always involved in something.
He loved the shit in the Pacific.
Hey, he's shit in the Pacific.
No,
ever since that Band of Brothers gimmick, he's been milking WW2 for every penny he can get.
Oh, and he's gotten a lot of them.
I don't blame him. But yeah, you can do that. Watch Tom Hanks video. Tell you, I fell asleep about 4 times in it. It's not a knock on it at all. Okay, it's not. I just can't sit in a dark theater with a hangover, probably a lot of alcohol still in my system, and watch a flick.
Listen to Tom Hanks' sultry
But you
voice.
will. It's one of them interactive theaters. You will be awoken whenever the big one and little one gets dropped on Hiroshima and Nakamaka or whatever the hell it is. Whenever they drop in A-bombs, your chairs rattle.
Nagasaki.
Nakamaka.
Nakamaka.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's how the locals pronounce it.
Yeah. But yeah, that theater was pretty cool. And then they got some kind of other gimmick. I didn't have time to do it. I guess you man the stations in a battle in a submarine, and you're taking on some U-boats or some shit.
Ooh.
Didn't have time to partake. Maybe the next time. I don't know.
They got that down at the Pay Lakes and just get one of the remote control boats.
Yeah, that's way cheaper.
Shoot jelly beans at each other.
On the flip side of that, I guess there was WrestleMania.
I watched.
It was long. It was okay.
It was 5 fucking hours long.
Yeah, 7. It's 7 hours.
Well,
long.
7 if you count the pre-show.
Yeah.
Like Big Show started at 7. It was over at midnight.
I don't even know what time I got there. It wasn't at the beginning. Had a lot of fun down at the Mania bar crawl. Did my first ever interview for WWE Network. Me and Buff Bagwell. He really pulled out the Pearl Harbor job on me. Thought we was cutting a good promo, and then he punches me right in the back of the head.
Yeah, right through the fucking barber's window.
So that was a good time. That was a good time. Had a couple beers with him. Got to meet Stone Cold and Ric Flair. Ric Flair is always a good time. I don't care what anyone says. Nature Boy, that guy is still on top of his game, even though he looks like he's knocking on death's door.
Yeah. He's definitely got a little bit of a slur now, too, since the incidents.
But that was the first time I ever got to meet Stone Cold, so he's a pretty funny motherfucker.
Should have got him on a podcast.
He was too ripped up on margaritas and fireballs. Okay, I'll pass the ball over to you. I've been blabbering too long.
I watched the WrestleMania. I liked the WrestleMania. It was a good show, but it was for fucking ever long. And it wasn't like there was just a lot of like the old ones where there was like 6 long matches, like 6 20-minute matches. No, there was like 35 5-minute matches.
I think it's 34.
And
one for every number of the year.
Yeah. Like, I'm watching it at home and having a hard time finding time to go take a piss.
Oh, I found time. It was called the New Days match. The Bludgeon Brothers. I kept on going to get my beers.
I was waiting on Braun Strowman to pull you out of the fucking crowd. That would have been it.
He don't even know what kind of opportunity he missed out on.
No, I don't think he wanted to be upstage.
I'm telling you right now, if I would have got picked out of the crowd to be his tag team partner in that match.
You were throwing a punch.
Oh, I was getting involved.
Yeah.
Two things that have been guaranteed. I would have exposed the turnbuckle, and I'd have been busted wide open. I would have ruined the ending to the Roman Reigns match at the end.
Yeah.
I would have been busted wide open in the exposed turnbuckle. And then I would have probably got arrested.
Okay. Julian Edelman, the Patriots wide receiver.
Yeah.
Did you hear about him stopping the school shooting?
I actually did.
I wrote it down. I guess he was on a train, and he threw up an Instagram post somewhere down south. And one of the comments come back, some kid said he wanted to shoot his school up. So somebody sent a message to Edelman, hey, somebody put this message on your Instagram post. He messaged back to his assistant. His assistant then called the police, and the police backtracked everything and did some fucking CSI voodoo on the computers and tracked down this 14-year-old kid and arrested him and, booked him on charges of terroristic threats and such. But I figured that was a good Brew Barn story, what with you being the Patriots fan that you are and you loving America.
Well, I'll tell you what, that just goes to show you how stupid kids are nowadays. Because, you can't get away with jacking shit on the interwebs.
No. It's almost like what they say about when somebody tries to kill themselves with overdose on Nitol or Tylenol. They're like, they didn't really want to do it.
No.
So I don't know that this kid really had it in his heart. It was a cry for help from Julian Edelman. He was trying to get one of them make-a wishes.
Let's just say that with the structure of way things going down nowadays, you probably don't want to make that as a joke.
No.
People's not going to take that one too lightly.
You don't want that one on your resume.
No. I was just right now. Oh, okay, I'm back.
Oh, okay.
I'm back. Okay. Whatever. You done?
I'm done with that one. I just want to see how you felt about Julian Edelman. You're thwarting the fucking terrorist.
Yeah, that was good on him. Good on him. It may have saved a life or two.
That's why you got to read your comments, folks. They're not just full of funny quotes from the belly.
Hey, I got so many things blocked. I don't see half a shit.
That's true.
Okay. Ted Bed's coming off of major life-changing surgery. Could have saved my life. Just happened yesterday. The PSBB over here is making fun of me. Thought I got herpes cut off my head or something like that. Because I got a nice little Band-Aid above my ear. But I got to give a shout-out, or shout-outs are due, to the man who came through for me. He's a loyal listener of the show. He heard me talking about it on one or two shows ago, I believe it was, and gave me the recommendation. B-Rad from the Double R recommended the dermatologist place to me. I gave him a call, went up and got that holy moly cut off the side of my head. Who knows? Could have been cancerous. Might not have been. My luck, it's probably stage fucking 82. But, I doubt it. Highly doubt it. Anyways, I was getting that done. And the lady says, she's saying, we'll send this out and get it checked and let you know if it's cancerous or benign or whatever the fuck it's called. I said, what the hell's the sense of it? It's been on my head for 35 fucking years. If it didn't kill me by now, I don't think it was the ticking time bomb. But then I'm biting my tongue because it goes against what I said about going to the doctors. You don't know that you're dying until you go to the fucking doctors. You know what I mean? So I'm expecting a phone call within the next. She said 2 to 4 weeks. So right around week 3, I'll probably be terminal, folks.
About the time the Ancestry.com results come back.
No. Let me give you an update on Ancestry.com. I sent the saliva in yesterday also, prior to the doctor's appointment. And I did all the online registration. Everything's up to snuff. Debbie Downsider on this one, it takes 7 to 8 weeks.
Jesus.
To get
it's
the
like
results.
an ACL tear.
Yeah. 7 to 8 weeks to find out if the old lady's a dirty rotten.
So it won't be till the cup finals.
I guess so. Yeah. I don't know.
You might be the Mexican cutting your grass.
What the hell month is this? April.
This is April.
So we're looking mid-June-ish.
Yeah. Cup finals.
But then again, they see my name on it, so I might get rush priority.
Well,
never know.
That is true. Unless they think you're the one that gets stopped at the border all the time.
I mean, I ain't exactly the Gatsby from, Carmichael.
No.
I ain't the
He's a
shitbag.
jet setter.
Yeah.
But they would know that the Gatsby would never lower himself to using anything with a .com label. Gatsby deals direct.
You're right.
He shows up with the fucking sachet bag. It's all cash and numbers higher than 50.
And he don't go to them. They come to him.
Yes.
But that's the update on my health scare, my major surgery that I undertook. I want to thank you, B-Rad-RR, for saving my life. I could probably get another episode or another season or 2 in now.
B-Rad coming through.
Here's one more and we're going to take a break.
Here's a sad one.
I like sad.
Coming off the feet of WrestleMania, former WWE star and WWE Hall of Famer, luscious Johnny Valiant.
I did not know he was from Pittsburgh.
Was killed in a traffic accident. He was hit by a car in Pittsburgh. WWE Hall of Fame class of 1996. I didn't know there was WWE Hall of Fame in 1996. The man had his real name was Thomas Sullivan. He was a tag champ in both 74 and 79, and he managed Hulk Hogan in the 80s.
Yeah, I was 110% unaware that he lived right down the road.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess he had 2 houses. He went from here in New York. He was actually going to catch the bus or something to New York or the train.
And he was in Bruno's shadow there, There was only one Pittsburgh wrestler for fucking ever.
Kurt Angle.
Before Kurt Angle was fucking Bruno. Grandma loved Bruno.
Oh, yeah. Everyone had a hard on for Bruno.
They did.
Except me.
Nah, I wasn't.
All right. We'll be right back in a couple minutes, folks.
Hey, recommend getting your heart traveled on to anyone. Yeah. I recommend walking around naked in your living room. Yeah. Swallow it down. Gotta check it. It feels so good. Spinning in your stomach. Wait until the dust settles. You live, you learn, you love, you learn, you cry, you live, you lose, you learn.
All right, folks, we're back from that quickie breaky there. I'm going to pick up right where the belly left off with a bit of sad news. I want to give future condolences to Red Bearded Jack, who I went to New Orleans with. Don't really have a good camouflage name for him.
This 50-pound head.
That's got a 50-pound head, and it's going to go hand in hand with the story of why I'm going to tell you he's going to be dead within the next 5 to 10 years, if not sooner. All right? Here's what I wrote down. I'm just going to read it straight from the paper. Sleep apnea will kill you soon. Fat people should get that checked. An estimated 18 million Americans have sleep apnea, which is often associated with people who are overweight. As a person gains weight in their neck and trunk area, the risk of sleep disorder breathing increases due to compressed respiratory function. That's coming to you straight from the CDC. What's that place
Center
called?
for Disease Control.
Yes. So you know what they're talking about. They got a whole center.
Yeah.
Let me tell you about this burly fella. I was staying with him down there in New Orleans, and I have never, ever in my life, and I stayed in a hotel room with Scooter before, I never heard anyone have breathing issues while they're sleeping like this, ever. He was snoring like he's definitely ripping the wallpaper off the walls or working a chainsaw over there, and then stop for fucking seconds. I'm talking abrupt stoppage. I told the dude, I says, listen, if I try to wake you up tomorrow morning and you are fucking dead, I am not going to be shocked. I'm not going to be disappointed. I'm not going to be surprised. I am still going to continue my activities.
He went out doing what he loved.
Yeah, sleeping. After I called down to the front desk and said, "Get your fucking fat ass out of the goddamn room," I would have continued on with my day, because listening to you try to sleep, breathe, and live was definitely not in your favor. You're circling the drain and you don't even know it because you're sleeping through it and you can't hear it. So if you're listening to the show, it's just a public service announcement to you that you probably want to load up on life insurance and get fitted for a casket, because your future's looking pretty fucking dark, fella.
He doesn't have one of the scuba masks for when he sleeps?
No, he never even got it checked. I told him, I said, you need to sign up for a sleep study yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, if I was like that, I'd want somebody to tell me.
Does he do one of the when he wakes up?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I did that twice right before I started the diet. I was like, this isn't good.
No, that's another thing that goes against that fucking fat thing. If you have to worry about dying in your sleep because your chest is just too heavy to breathe, I mean, that's nature's.
Well,
that's
here,
nature calling you a fat fuck.
I've sat here for 3 years listening to you say, I hope I don't wake up tomorrow.
I don't want to. Yeah, but I don't want to die. I don't want to go out because my body couldn't breathe while I slept.
Yeah, you don't want to be my 600-pound life in New Orleans.
No, I'm all about going out in a fiery explosion or something that someone's going to remember. I'm not saying, can you believe? And I'm sure that can't be one of them pleasant deaths. Oh, well, at least he didn't suffer. He didn't wake up. He suffocated.
The old lady walking in on you with a shotgun while you're in between the Bella twins.
Man, if she don't understand that I get a free pass on the Bella twins, she should probably hit the fucking road right now.
Should have named the dog that.
Yeah, she should hit the road right now. I always said if you're moving up, it ain't cheating. If you're moving up, it ain't cheating. It's getting ahead. If that's fucking called cheating, goddamn, you call me a fucking Patriots. That's
just good looking.
Yeah. It's bad enough I got beat them off with a stick every time I go to WrestleMania anyways.
I couldn't imagine. Here's a local story.
All right.
Fayette County here in Pennsylvania.
Those are always wins.
A woman shoots husband in the head after an argument over breakfast oats. You didn't see this in your travels?
I don't keep up on.
Oh, I got into a great back and forth with a buddy of mine on the Facebooks about this. Not assigning blame or anything like that. Just how funny can we make this? We deduced that it was probably oatmeal. I don't see them getting the honey bunches.
No, it's probably good value also.
I don't think it was great value. I think it was probably the dinosaur egg stuff that they get for the kids on the wick. And he wasn't happy with the way the dinosaur eggs come out. So they go out and hold on, because it gets better. Because there was a ... after the breakfast oats.
All right.
The police think it may have been influenced by the crack they smoked the night before. Turns out that on April 6, 2018, Miss Rachel Yutzi and Mr. John Mackey.
Seems like there's always a Yutzi. Was these people from Bullskin Township too?
Reckon. They goes out with their 8-month-old daughter in the car to purchase some crack. So I'm guessing the Dollar General.
All right.
So they go out and they see the General, and they get out of the car, they purchase their crack. I guess they smoked it outside of the car and then got back in and drove home with the kid. And then they either had their whatever crackheads do through the night and then woke up for breakfast. She whipped him up some breakfast oats. He wasn't pleased. He started getting the happy hand. He started giving her the old paintbrush.
Get a whole paintbrush. Whitewash the cheeks.
They said he might have come with a knife. So she flees to the next room with the gun, and she catches him one.
Power right to kiss her.
Power right to kiss her. Had him in the critical condition. Meanwhile, I'm going back and forth laughing, and the old lady sitting across from me, and she says, "What about the kid?" I said, "Don't you try and ruin the fun."
No.
Talking about kids, we're talking about crackheads shooting each other.
I don't like them things anyway.
That kid just got a fucking come up.
Hey, the
It
best
ain't
thing,
tragedy if you're moving up.
No. Just think, look at it this way. He might get adopted by, or she, it might get adopted by a good family now
Yes.
who ain't fighting over crack and fucking oatmeal.
Like different strokes in Webster.
Yeah.
That shit happens all the time. But I thought that was that was the most Fayette County story I've seen in quite some time.
Hey, other people's tragedies is our show's fucking entertaining.
Since the mass shooting at the fucking car wash.
Insane place.
Yes.
And something's in the water over that fucking area.
And I think it's crack.
We'll go with it. Well, I guess I do got a Fayette County story in there too, since we're trucking along that fucking avenue.
All right.
And it has to do with kids.
Okay.
And you know my feelings towards them critters.
You love them to death?
One of my favorite things in the world. I was at the Walmart a good 2 weeks ago and seen a family there with 4 kids with fucking downers.
Wow.
And I'm not talking about youngins. We're probably ranging from 8 to 16, that range. You know what I mean? And my thing here is, at what point is that criminal? I understand, okay, you fucked up the first time and had a retarded kid. And you're like, I can't be the only one that I had to carry on the legacy or the last name or whatever, because it's probably not going to work out too well. Maybe we should try again. And then you fucking throw another gutter ball.
Swing for the fences.
You throw another gutter ball and you get another fucking D-to-D. And it's like, fuck.
0 for 2.
Now I got 2 of these fuckers, you know?
So then you're thinking maybe one more. 1 for 3 will get you in the Hall of Fame in baseball.
Hell no. Son of a bitch ain't batting .333. He got a hat trick of retards now.
Well, there's no way I'm going out below the Mendoza line. I can go 1 for 4 and still say 250.
That's it. At this point, you're looking at, can I really go over? I'm due. I'm due.
Well,
he
now
probably said the dreaded words, I'm due.
No, he's just playing, well, at least they're not black.
Oh, my God.
The belly sorry's been drinking.
Yeah, but now we got fucking 4 D-to-Ds. Wow. And you know, you they're like ruins life forever.
Yeah, that's a full time. That's it. That's your job.
That's not like you're off the hook whenever they're 18 and they can go on to the fucking Ronald McDonald house or wherever the hell.
No, you remember like how women like my job, it's my children. They are my job. They're my life's work. No, this is a job. Mm-hmm. Like you got this now. You are permanent caregiver.
Oh, absolutely. I don't wish that upon anybody, but I wish death on those parents. Because, I mean, that ain't cool. Like I said, 1 maybe, 2's a bad break. Don't even go for 3. That's just stupid.
No. And at 4, you was just like asking for trouble. Like you're in it for the SSI checks at 4.
Exactly.
Which is disgusting.
So fucking, I wish nothing but bad things on them fucking parents, and I'm not even going to give them any praise for, well, hey, they're doing a good job and they're trying to raise them. Oh no, I'd have said that at 1 or 2, 3 and 4. That just blew that out the water. They sunk my battleship with that one.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't keep. No, it's like opening up another Jurassic Park after the dinosaurs keep eating people. They really should learn by now that you're not going to be able to have a Jurassic Park. Like something bad's going to happen. Like we should stop breeding.
Hey, they could have just went out and adopted something. You know, that would have worked out. At least you would have known what you was getting. Fuck, they had to know what they was getting anyways after fucking strike 2.
Like it goes back, it ain't cheating if it's a fucking improvement. Man.
Yeah, in my book, that's criminal.
Yeah, that's poo to you, parents of Walmart.
Boo.
Boo. I hope you didn't even get to see the fucking yodeling kid.
Boo hiss.
The U.S. surge. In other news, I was hoping to flamethrower beer for this one because this is right up his alley. It's not even about flat Earth.
He's saying he's going to be here next Friday.
Okay.
No promises.
The U.S. Surgeon General issued a new health advisory urging all Americans to be trained and to carry Narcan and to keep it on hand at all times. Quote, each day we lose 115 Americans to opioid overdoses and more than half occur at home. See, now, the lesson I learned when I was young was you always got to buckle up because most of your accidents occur within 2 miles of the household. Well, the lesson we're teaching kids now is always got to have your Narcan because there's a pretty good chance somebody you know is going to overdose that day. That's not okay.
No,
we're giving up.
no.
I don't like giving up.
I'm telling you right now, if you are depending on me to shoot some fucking Narcan up your nose, you are DED.
Yeah, you might have needed some for fucking Jack down there in New Orleans.
No,
He
he needed full-blown respiration mask. He needed shock paddles. He didn't need Narcan.
He needed that adrenaline shot like Uma Thurman got in Pulp Fiction.
Exactly.
Bring him back. But what's the lesson here? Like, personal responsibility. You don't do heroin.
No, they're accepting the fact that they accepted heroin use.
Yeah, we're waving a white flag in a war on drugs, pal.
Not me. No retreat, baby. No surrender.
Nope. You've almost infiltrated with your neighbors across the street.
Oh.
You're closer to the front lines than ever, and your stepbrother.
So I need trenches around the house.
You do.
I'm balls
You
deep.
do. While you're out there painting that door,
I'm balls deep in the Badlands over here.
You need to hit that fucking Powerball. We can get that lazy river done.
It wouldn't be around here.
No. Heroin's everywhere.
Well, yeah. Okay.
There's probably a van of it in New Orleans.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see the heroin in Winnebago.
Nope, they're just dealing with the weeds. But since we're talking about fucked up times in modern day society here, let me give you reason number 14 why I'm glad I don't have kids.
Ooh,
It's a low number.
it is.
That's
That's what you thought of initially.
I actually forgot what it is. I can't wait to read it myself. I can't stand. Oh, here it is. I remember it now. I remember the incident that made me write this down. Reason number 14 why Ted Bed is glad that I don't have kids. I can't stand when weirdo women just come up and start talking to the kid. Stranger danger, go pet your cats. I cannot stand that just weird fucking woman who just takes it upon themselves to stroll right up to the family and start goo goo gaga on the fucking kid. It happened twice at the airport when I was down there.
Oh, no.
One was a little fucking toddler girl that she don't know words. Probably didn't even know this creep was talking to her. And strike two on this one was there was a little Spaniard girl in front of me in line for baggage checks, and she was about, I don't know, 2 or so. I couldn't cut her open to count the rings. So
No, it's frowned upon in New Orleans, in Louisiana.
yeah. So she was around the 2 area. Funny thing was she didn't speak a lick of fucking English. I knew this because I was behind her and I was listening to it the whole time. Yeah, she was speaking Spaniard to her parents. So Mrs. TSA lady over there, she starts fucking spouting out at the mouth. Oh, is that your little baby brother over there with you? You're the big sister. Goo gaga, fuck yourself. And
Standard TSA talk.
exactly. And meanwhile, the mom's trying to translate it. Hey, that crazy white bitch is there and they're fucking eyeballing you and fucking trying to talk to you. Give her a middle finger or something.
She said, "You're really pretty. You'd say thank you."
Yeah. But I don't gotta get much further into that. It is what it is, and we've all seen it before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just frustrating when women do it. It's fucking downright creepy if a dude.
I don't ever see a dude do it. That's why I specifically labeled women. Like I don't understand.
What's your name, sweetheart?
I don't understand the strange obsession with just having to run up to someone else's kid and start talking to it.
No.
Could you imagine if I had a kid and all these weirdos came running up to me?
See, you'd be more inclined to go up to some weirdos and look at your kid and go, run. Just fucking run.
Yeah, if
Your parents are trash. You're coming out of the fucking Dollar General buying clothes. You need to run now, join the circus or the fucking railroad, and don't look back. I got you.
They need to just carry pepper spray with them and spray these old fucking bats. Stupid booties.
Give them that box of rocks they're giving the high schools now to fucking deter school shooters.
Exactly. Yeah, buddy, what you got?
Have you
hot the truck?
Have you seen the Facebook fellow there on testifying before Congress?
No.
Turns out old fucking Zuckerberg's there. He gave there's a company called Cambridge Analytica, and he gave them access to Facebook's fucking user content, which pretty much took all your personal info. Facebook admitted to about 50 million. They think the number is now, Facebook said it was less than 30 million. They think the number is more than 50 million. Where this place come in and they accessed all your fucking messaging, They think they might have access now to your private messaging, all your posts, everything like that, and they start compiling your data. And then during the 2016 election, they think it got up. They think they started throwing ads on your page based on all that shit. Needless to say, old Congress was not too happy about that. Zuckerberg was supposed to come up with a 5-year plan. Now he wants to be able to. He's going to put it in there as a censorship button almost, where they're going to be able to eliminate hate speech in that moment between you hitting the post button and the time that it actually goes up on fucking Facebook. So they're actually just flexing their private company muscle. But the problem they're having now going before Congress is telling them, well, you want to tell everybody you're a fucking public page for people to go in there and put whatever they want, but now you want to play the fucking private company card and say, no, you can't say that, or here's how we think you should vote. And it's very 1984 shit.
I don't like that shit anyways. I don't want them. There's two things. Well, there's a whole bunch of things that chat my ass on fucking Facebook. But,
memes.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now. You put memes, you're already snoozed anyways. You're like a fucking bear in the wintertime on my page. I ain't seen you. And that's another thing. Like the people who put all these fucking shares. I'm telling you, I am thoroughly amazed that people can actually still find shares to put on Facebook that I have not blocked.
Yeah.
I dedicate a good probably 30 minutes of my fucking day to clicking on those and hitting block. I block all of them.
My favorite still is the one. It's the picture of Ewan McGregor from the Star Wars where he's dressed up like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I've had that one blocked.
And it says, this is a picture of Jesus Christ. I bet he can't get one share. And people have been sharing it thinking it's fucking Jesus. It's fucking Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi in the Phantom Menace.
Yeah, fucking idiots.
Fucking idiots. I hate that shit. They put a puppy on there with fucking burns all over. I bet you I can't even get one share.
I don't care about. If you share stuff, you're probably not a friend of mine on there. And trust me, if you do, you're snoozed. I can't stand the thing where they put people you may know.
Yeah.
Everyone I may know is probably already on there, and half the people that I have on there, I don't know as it is. I just fucking keep them on there and snooze them so they don't send me 52 million fucking friend requests. That's my favorite one. When you delete people, they'll add you back and add you back and add you back and add you back. Fucking, there's a reason. You suck. That's why I deleted you the first time. What's another fucking ass chapter? Memes. You can go fucking fuck yourself with memes. I'll tell you, if you can't come up with your own original stuff, you're pretty fucking pathetic. I feel bad for you. I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed.
So, some of them are pretty fucking inventive, though. Like, I see one the other day.
There's not inventive.
Yeah, there was. Yes, there was.
It's invented one time, and then everyone else copy and paste.
That's true.
That's it. Those are the least inventive things.
True. But if somebody invented it the one time, and it said 5.8 million or billion people whenever they saw Black Panther, and it's the fucking whole tribe going, oh, Wakanda. And they throw the X up.
Do you think I'm
and it was like,
watch that?
And it was like, then it said me when I watched Black Panther, and it was Ace Ventura going, Bumblebee Tuna.
I don't even know what none of that means.
You don't know Ace Ventura 2? That's worse than fucking not knowing Die Hard.
I've watched it, but not since 1994. It was definitely not worth a second watch.
Jeopardy Smart gives you the recall, though.
Oh, you're terrible. And I sure the hell ain't watching Black Panther.
I liked it.
Of course.
It was a superhero movie.
And I bitched about that over the weekend, too. That was
superhero movie?
Yes. I said, there's a reason why I ain't been to the movie theaters in such a long time. There's only 3 movies that come out anymore.
Comic books?
No. Let me get there.
Good.
I said Star Wars, scary movies, or fucking retarded-ass superhero movies. That's the same movie over and over and over and over and over again.
Yeah. We can throw the Fast and the Furious movies in with those ones, right?
That's only one a year. There's 18 fucking superhero movies a year. Seems like there's 5 Star Wars movies a year. There's another one coming out next month.
Yeah, the Han Solo movie.
Yeah, I didn't know about it until I actually watched the commercial down in New Orleans.
I'm going to watch it.
That's not good for your diet. Watch it on a treadmill. Watch it on a treadmill.
You did buy me a treadmill. Good.
Do I got to shit out of
I know you don't need me to tell you to go ahead.
Oh, fuck. I'm so flustered right now. I'll do a quick one, and then we can take another break here. Unfortunately, Brock Lesnar re-signed with WWE, I was really hoping that he was done with the company after WrestleMania because I really, really wanted to see him do UFC again. Loophole in that contract, what I do believe, that's not official that I heard. I heard that he can fight at least one more fight while he's under contract for the WWE. Don't know if there's any truth to that or not, but he does still owe UFC 1 or 2 fights under that last contract.
Yeah. Well, as soon as he's released from his WWE, as soon as he signs the fight, didn't he still like suspended for 12 months?
No, he only has to ride out a couple more months of that.
Well, the UFC's kind of hurting right now. What with the Conor McGregor situation there?
Yeah, you probably ain't going to see him back.
Yeah, you ain't opposed to throw stuff through buses.
No.
Not when other fighters are on it.
He needs to change that his saying that he had. I would like to apologize to absolutely no one. I would like to apologize to absolute everyone.
I'd like to tell Dana White that I'm really sorry for my actions there. I didn't mean to get arrested. Yeah, you did.
His future is not too bright, but he's always a big money player, and he'll be back for a discounted rate, I would say.
He's too small for the WWE. He might be okay in the women's division.
I wouldn't even put him there.
How'd you grade Ronda?
She did all right. She obviously she got kinks to work out. She's fresh in that game.
Mm-hmm.
I'll judge her down the road.
I thought she did really well for her first match. Yeah, Wrestle fucking Mania.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
Nope.
She made the definite career choice. Good move. She'll make more money in merchandise at WWE than she will in fighting.
Oh yeah, the hot rod shirts already be fucking selling off the fucking shelves.
And there was a million of them down there.
You didn't pick yourself up one?
No, I don't buy those. I got so many shirts downstairs. I don't know what to fucking do with everything. I'm frugal. I don't spend money.
Well, nothing for me in them bags.
No, I'm going to take a fucking break on that goddamn PSBB looking for charity over here. Came to the wrong house. Be right back with you.
Broke, but I'm happy. I'm poor, but I'm kind. I'm short, but I'm healthy. Yeah. I'm high, but I'm grounded. I'm sane, but I'm overwhelmed. I'm lost, but I'm hopeful, baby. And what it all comes down to is that everything's gonna be fine, fine, fine. 'Cause I've got one hand in my pocket and the other one is giving a high five.
All right, ladies and germs, we're back from that break. I got 2 left here, and then we're going to do a review. Belly says he got 2 left, and then he's going to do a review. And then we'll go to one more commercial break. That'll be the last one, and we'll end the show with. We had a couple questions, not many this week. I tried to keep the show to a minimum. So we got only a few questions, and then we're going to tackle the conspiracies. But nonetheless, here you go. Where was I? It says, oh, yeah. The belly's been giving me a little bit of heat. Said, I joined Planet Fatness a few weeks ago here. Let's just say it used to be a judgment-free zone. Alright. I'll give them the head nod on this. They got great equipment up there. Very, very good equipment. Not a lot of free weights whatsoever. Not a lot of free weights. Couple plates on there that you could throw on. Like I said, it's not made for anyone who wants to get in really big shape, good shape. Shut the hell up, goddammit!
That counts as shut the fuck up.
All right.
We're 2.
Anyway.
But you're not there to get big anymore.
No, I'm in a different kind of training right now. I'm training for the Spartan races, which I got a shit ton of them coming up in a very short amount of time. But one of the things up here that I've noticed that's driving me absolutely fucking bananas is fat people workouts. Okay, I don't understand how you can be damn near 300, 400. Well, I ain't seen no 400 pounders. I know I've seen a handful of 300 pounders, and they're using the cable machines, but they got 2 fucking plates on a thing. I'm talking like, what's that? 20 pounds, 25 pounds, 30 pounds.
Like gravity is at least 2.5.
That's like 1/16 of their weight.
Yeah.
You have to be pushing close to
Unless they're doing 90 reps.
No. That's the thing. You're looking at these people going in slow fucking motion with it, and I'm telling you, I can walk up to these machines and have a violent sneeze and knock the damn weights up further, and they're pulling them. But I don't understand. Like, I can't even give you a head nod and say, well, I'm glad you went to the gym. Because you're really not doing anything. If you're going there and putting 2 plates on that machine, 20 pounds, I hope to God that you are repping it about 4,000 times.
You're putting more plates down at the fucking Golden Corral than you are at the Planet Fitness.
Yeah, exactly.
Stacking plates.
If you are not leaving the gym with something feeling tight or even hurting, a little bit of sweat running down your ass crack, you really went there and wasted everyone's fucking time. You wasted my time, my energy of fucking hating you. I'm trying to follow the rules and not judge. It's painted on the wall every which way you turn your head, and I laugh every time the sign catches my eye because I am there and I am judging you like I am fucking judging you like Judge Dredd. I mean, I am the law.
I am the law.
So me and Planet Fitness, I don't really know how long this membership's going to last before they fucking boot me.
Well, you're gonna be Johnny CrossFit.
Hey, I got medals to win. And then on the last note of that, it's also a pervert dream.
Yeah.
There is a lot of young fucking pussy up there. I mean, that's just fact.
Yeah.
And I'm all about window shopping, but they need to fucking have the red alarms lights going off. Because that's the thing, you don't even know how old girls are anymore with all this goddamn steroids and milk and shit and chicken.
Yeah.
But you can tell some of these girls are definitely not 18. And it's hard looking like Ted Bed walking, cutting and strutting around the gym having these fucking 24-inch pythons.
You gotta start carding them. Yeah.
They should have to wear the license on their shirts. Well, half of them don't even have shirts on. They got them tube top fucking titty showers.
What? Yeah, that'd be tough. You almost got to go during school hours.
That's it. I've been going. I like to go pretty much right after work in the butthole early the morning, and then if I take an off night, I go fucking 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah,
there ain't no one there then.
Because you'll look really creepy if you go to like management. Like, do you have to be 18 to join here?
No, you don't.
No,
I'll tell you right now. Not every girl there is 18.
No.
And if they are, they got that fucking dwarfism or something.
That's a shame, because then you can't even enjoy what you're watching. Like, because you think and then that doubt starts creeping into your mind.
That's it. I'm not there to goddamn look at the merchandise anyways.
You're there as the merchandise.
Yeah, I go there, put my headphones on. They don't even charge me a membership because I just attract people.
Yeah, they're coming in for you. It ain't the fucking free fucking bagels.
Since I joined, their membership went up fucking 200%.
Yo, watch, you're gonna have everybody fuck CrossFit now.
I'm not CrossFit.
Out there doing the fucking sideways pull-ups things.
Did you like that picture I sent you hanging from the telephone pole?
I thought you was trying to show me some fucking show tune stuff or what?
I was going to go for broke and go for it.
You just need somebody to get that picture real fast.
I figured the police would have frowned upon it.
Well, I'm going to move from your judgment-free zone to a fucking super judgment-y zone. I'm going to Florida. You know I love going to the Florida stories.
Florida is they're pretty much the coupe de grace of my fucking week.
They're a hotbed. I hope we don't have a fucking overlap on this one.
There ain't no way. There ain't no way.
Miss Kenesha Posey. She was arrested for possession in Fort Pierce, Florida. Apparently, Miss Posey had marijuana and cocaine packets in her purse.
Nice. So
the cops pull her over. She's driving pretty erratic. So the cops pull her over, her and her friend. And she's in the passenger seat. And he sees the baggie sticking out of her purse. And he says, well, I'm going to need to check that. That looks suspicious. So he gives the purse the old look-see, and he finds the marijuana and the cocaine. She says, you know what, officer? That is my marijuana. That's on mine all day of the week. You know, slap me on the wrist, what are you going to do? This cocaine, I have no idea where it came from. Oh. Her words, it must have blown through the window as somebody else threw them out. Because we are in Florida, and flew right into my purse.
You want to talk about some shithouse luck.
That's what I'm telling you.
There ain't nothing like catching a visit from the Coke fair right before the cops pull you over.
Like, they must have really spooked the Cubans in front of her. They start unloading their kilos in tiny plastic bags. And she just happens to be down there with the windows down because it's a good day. It's sunny Florida. We're gonna see if we can't catch one of them fucking weird car tans where half your body's nice and tan and the other has bright white.
Absolutely. I fell victim to that once or twice on a long car ride.
Oh yeah, and then old fucking Johnny Law's got to come along and ruin your free Coke.
The fucking Coke fairy strikes again. I'll tell you what, man. How do people come up with some of these fucking stories? It just drives me insane. You know what I mean? Because
I'm thinking she had a crazy uncle. And he says, if you ever get caught by the police, and he says, you got the cocaine in your purse, just tell them when they flip the lights on and somebody up ahead of you got real scared and threw the stuff out their window and flew in your window and flew right in your purse there. They'll believe it every time, 100% half the time, for real.
that creepy old uncle sound like old man Judd.
It's loosely based. Him and Uncle Remus.
They show him. Nice. Okay. Well, let me move on to my last one before we get the good reviews here. It's another one of my ass chappers. Is when people dress like hobos at the airport.
Ooh.
It's still public, people, and Tedbed doesn't exchange class for comfort. If your body wasn't so shitty, you'd be comfortable in whatever you want to wear anyways. I'll tell you what, that drives me fucking nuts whenever I see goddamn people strolling through the airport wearing their goddamn yoga pants, sweatpants,
Pajama bottoms.
There's a classic case of that epidemic. And then you get the fucking assholes wearing slippers and flip-flops. I'm not a fan of fucking flip-flops. Seeing other people's fucking toes is high on my list of fucking bad news bears. Because there ain't too many people that's been going to the fucking mani-pedi place and taking care of them fucking walnut crackers.
No, them fucking Brazil nuts.
Ugh. I'll tell you what, I like it.
What the
hell's overtime calling for? Should I answer it? They might be canceling my overtime tonight.
Oh, I don't know. You gotta
be right back with you, folks. I don't want to work anyways. All right, we're back from that rudely interruption by the workman. He's
trying to keep you down.
Yeah, you're trying to take my money off me, trying to cancel my overtime. Well, guess what, Mr. Overtime Guy? I didn't answer the phone. I'm going to go in and get my free 4 hours tonight and stick it up your butthole.
Puh. Well, here's what he's talking about with the airplanes. Like, there's videos and pictures like in the 50s and 60s and stuff. Like, it was a social event. Like, suits and ties. Like, women wear nice dresses. Like, that's how it was. It was a fucking social engagement. When you got on an airplane, it was only for the uppity-ups. But then we start dropping prices, and all of a sudden you got sandals and flip-flops. You got fucking Bill Burr throwing pictures up on the Twitterverse.
That's what John
about people with their bare feet up on the fucking bulkhead of the plane, laying down, bare feet up on the backs of people's seats.
Yeah, I don't. The world used to be so much better. I like dressing up. I absolutely love dressing up. If I had a job where I had to wear a suit and tie every day, I would love it. I'd be really, really happy with it. Like I said, I was Debbie Downer last week. I went and bought 4 new suits just for shits and giggles. That's right. I'm a high roller like that.
Yes. That's one of the most female things I've ever heard. You know, when I'm down, shopping just makes me feel so much better.
It does.
I like to look pretty, damn it.
You spend a shit ton of money. I always feel better whenever I spend a shit ton of money.
I feel so much worse when I spend money. I do. That's usually never on me, though. So
it's always on me.
Yeah. Fuck, I thought I had one. I got 2.
Go ahead.
Here, I'll put this one out there.
We ain't in no rush. Go ahead.
Because I think it should be coming anyway. If nobody's seen it, they will when they're gonna hit me with it. Pennsylvania State University.
Boom.
My people. They have decided that their homecoming court will no longer honor a king and queen, but just a gender-neutral court. So there's no more gender roles. There's no king and queen. It's just going to be the highest voted 2 persons. There are some other universities that do it. Nobody nearly as big as Penn State. Appalachian State, Minnesota, Nebraska, San Diego State, Mankato State, and Winona State.
Yeah, I was really shocked whenever Mankato State pulled off.
Man, it's just, for real though, like, this is what we're worrying about.
Go ahead. Keep on having kids.
Yeah.
This is your little fruitcakes out there fucking stirring this shit pot up.
I don't get it. I really don't. I don't know. Was somebody really that hurt that they didn't make it? Was there a point of reference we can point to?
I have absolutely no clue, but I do not promote this decision whatsoever.
I'm not endorsing it.
No. The premise of the homecoming king and queen has been around way longer than we have combined.
Yeah.
I mean,
It goes back to the war times.
Yeah, the big ones.
Yeah, WW2 and WW1.
Maybe even part 1.
Yeah. Back before they even called it World War, it was just the big one. And then it was all fuck another big one.
Yeah, but that's what these people's going with now. Everyone got feelings for all the wrong shit. So they want to fucking piss with everything that they shouldn't be pissing with. I ain't a fan.
You know who doesn't have a problem like this? I'm going to tirade in my next story. Russia. You know what Russia's problem is? I got a woman over there in Ulyanovsk, Russia,
Yeah.
that was embalmed alive at the hospital. So she goes in.
Did she live through this?
No, she did not.
Okay.
So she goes in to have ovarian cysts removed. Nurse comes in, starts the IV drip.
She got barnacles.
She got barnacles. Just a couple little scrapings. They're going to do a scraping. The nurse comes in to put the saline solution in the old drip bag, mistakenly grabs a bag of formaldehyde and sets her up. And like they caught it after a couple minutes. She's like, something's not right. But by then it was too late. It just attacked her organs and shut her down. But fuck. I'm kind of okay with not having a homecoming king as long as I'm not getting fucking formaldehyde in the hospital. Like, Jesus Christ. Like I'd rather die in my sleep like fucking fat Red Jack than go out with a formaldehyde
But
bag.
as I said, this goes right hand in hand with why I said you shouldn't go to the hospital.
No. He thought he was just getting some fucking barnacles taken off the hull. No, you go the old port side.
Yeah, no.
Man. And I can't even, that's got to be a lot of pain.
Oh, that had to hurt.
Just to have your guts melting inside.
Yeah, that was absolutely, that's some Saul shit right there.
That is some Final Destination shit. Like, this woman was meant to go. Like, she cheated it three times on the fucking way there. And, like, all of a sudden the bag's got like a label peeled off the bag. But fuck.
I'll tell you what, they're sitting on a gold mine with a lawsuit. Yeah, I don't even know if you're allowed to sue people in Russia.
I don't think you are. Like, no. Like, I don't even know if they have gold. They'll just go steal it from Syria.
If that was anywhere but Russia, like the United States, that woman's family would be rich beyond fucking...
Oh, man. It'd have been the fucking Blue Belly Hospital.
Yeah, yeah.
We'd have had a lazy river.
All right. That's enough of that hoopla. Let's go into this good old reviews.
What do you got?
I'm done with the bitching. Well, I only got to watch one thing. One thing and one thing only. I was slightly disappointed that I didn't get to watch the Andre. Well, not slightly. I'm full-blown disappointed. I didn't get to watch the Andre the Giant thing because when was that? Tuesday night.
10th, yeah.
That's whenever I was having my plane issues from hell coming back from New Orleans. I didn't get back home till 1.
I seen your sign. Did anybody take you up on it?
No. And, yeah, I was having technical difficulties catching flights, and then my legal Pig Fly Tech box, I can't find it on there yet. But I will be watching the Andre the Giant thing as soon as I can get my hands on it.
It's on there now. I was watching it before I came here.
Well, by the next show, I'll have that one under my belt. But what I did watch, since I figured it was going to be a topic on today's show, was a little program called Paterno.
You watched it too.
Yeah. I was in the hotel. They had free HBO. I noticed it was only like an hour long. So I said, why the fuck not? I had three more beers to drink, so I took them down and watched Al Pacino. You want to give your review first, or you want the hard hitting facts?
I'll give you my review first.
Good, because yours is probably more fun loving.
Because I said going into it, like if you thought you was going to have a fucking bombshell dropped in this movie, you're wrong. They couldn't liability-wise afford to come out and try to spout some shit that's not public knowledge or part of any of the lawsuits. They kind of showed Al Pacino was a great Paterno. Like, he was really good. The stuff that I have memories of actually happening and the impression he did of him as an actor was spot on.
The part that I said about Al Pacino on my end was Al Pacino did rather well, but his voice is too much for a distinguished character.
Yeah, because it was the same voice he used in like Any Given Sunday.
It's Scarface. You know what I mean?
And Joe's was real. It was a little like higher.
It wasn't no fucking Al Pacino voice.
No,
that's why Al Pacino can never portray another person because he can't change that voice.
No, but I thought they did. They put some stuff out there in the movie that was really good, and they put some stuff out there that was fucking stupid. We doing spoiler alerts.
Yeah, I don't care.
Spoiler alert! At the very end where she takes that phone call, is like Joe knew in '76.
Yes,
that never happened.
Well, it happened in the movie. It's got to be true.
In the movie, but it had to be true.
And that's what I put down. I said. Plus, they 100% alluded to Joe knowing.
Yes, they tried to allude it, but actually,
they didn't try. They did.
They did. Yes.
That movie will tell you 100% that Joe knew, just like I've been saying all along.
The movie won't, because the whole time said no, and then they put like a 3-second thing at the very end. It was like almost like an extra credit in the movies where you get one of them Easter eggs at the end of the credits.
No, I didn't make it that far.
But
all I heard was the phone call. He knew.
Yeah, that's what it was. The very, very end. Then it went to black screen. That's not true. I wholeheartedly
says the Penn State Blue Belly.
Says the Penn State Blue Belly.
Says Ted Bed. If it was in the movie, it's got to be true.
What I did like is how they spent a lot of time arguing what everybody else did that everybody forgets is. Where was the second mile the whole time? That foundation he had that was just fucking handing him kids over and over again. Where was Child Protective Services that kept handing him kids over and over again?
That was a pimp service, is what that was.
Yeah, I mean he would have had the same if he'd have been a high school janitor or a fucking manager at a YMCA. The same shit would have happened. He just happened to have a job where the showers he could get to were on campus at Penn State. Like, you're not stopping to Purtifer.
Dude, that was the absolute worst whenever he got in the elevator with that kid.
Oh, wasn't that fucking creepy?
And he had that fucking cheesy-ass fucking grin on his face.
Yeah, they almost lost me with the pool scene at the end where Joe's dying.
Yeah.
And, like, he flashes back and he's jumping in the pool to save his kids. I'm like, this is got a little fucking Clockwork Orange on it. But I thought it was a good movie.
You would.
Not great.
You would.
That was on there.
But at least they alluded to the fact that he knew. Just backed up what I've been saying for the last 5 years, or however long it's been.
2011.
2000.
You like that was really fresh to me because everybody watched it, but not everybody watched it. I had tickets to the Nebraska game that next week. So they had the Illinois game, then they had a bye week, and then this shit hit on like Monday. Tuesday was Joe's press conference. That Saturday coming up was the Nebraska game. I had tickets. I was going. I didn't go. Like, this shit shook me. Like, I watched this. Like, I don't think I worked that week. I was off for some reason. Like I had a fucking vacation scheduled for fucking Sandusky's Bombshell. And, like, I was glued to the fucking TV. I still hate ESPN most of the time because of the way they handled this shit. But I mean, it was insane. Like, it brought back a lot of the dumb shit that happened. You got to see Joe's fat son, who is a real character. Like, Scott Paterno is a real Joe's fat son. They played Jay a little smarter than most Penn State people give him credit for, because he is by far the worst offensive mind in the history of that fucking university. Like, he was so bad they had to have co-offensive coordinators, and Jay just called the fucking passing plays. Keep on reviewing. Roseanne, still going strong.
I only seen the first 2 episodes.
It's still funny.
I'm behind.
It's NHL playoff time. We revisited. Your picks are fucking strong. Your picks were Pittsburgh and Vegas.
They're going to win.
Mine, I liked Edmonton, who is they're not in. They didn't make
What was that?
They didn't make it. The Fighting McDavids. And I picked Tampa, and Tampa's got a really good fucking squad. This goaltending is going to hold them back.
Certainly.
And it was Masters week. We missed the Masters.
I caught a lot of it.
I caught a lot of. What about the fucking dude that dislocated his ankle and popped it back in?
Yeah, that was nasty.
And then golfed the top 10.
That was nasty. He's a hockey player at heart.
Yes, he is.
That was a hockey player. He knew his playoff time.
Like, I've seen some disgusting stuff. That was right up there. I wasn't quite Jason Kendall bad. Because remember Jason Kendall?
I'll never forget that. Yeah, I remember that.
That was July 4th. That was a July 4th game. His foot was gone. Like, his foot, the only thing holding his foot together was his sock.
Yeah, I don't like watching them sports injuries.
I do. I can get caught up in one of them wormholes on fucking YouTube forever.
I do not get into that. I watched it one time and I'm done.
Oh, yeah, the video of the hockey goalie that got the fucking blade across the throat.
Yeah, see, that one didn't bother me as much. Yeah, like a cut spine or whatever.
It's the broken bone.
That's that fucking dead things zigging when they should be zagging part.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're pretty. The dude who was the running back from Georgia that got clipped or something like that when he took another step, like it was just flopping. And there was the old Willis McGahee. But
Broadway Joe Namath.
Joe Theismann.
That's what I meant.
There you go. You were
just
close.
seeing if you was paying attention.
You were close. That's all I got.
All right. Well, we got one or two questions to throw at you, and then we're going to answer Archie's conspiracies. We'll be right back with you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here for the ass end of the show. The part that you always love, the part that I fucking always hate. No, I'm joking. They're pretty good sometimes. The questions from the people. We're only going to do 2 this week. We're only saving up 2 questions, and then we got Archie's conspiracy. And the Toronto Maple Leafs just tied the game 1-1 against Boston.
It's a nice goal.
Without further ado, Mr. PSBB, send us to the first one.
All right, this one comes from Brad, 17 miles outside of Live Fast Single Wide Trailer Park. Brad says, "Gentlemen, I realize this is the conspiracy theory day, and while I do love a good conspiracy theory, hopefully Ted doesn't buy the Las Vegas shooter story, there's another unanswered question out there. Now that the weather is breaking, do we have any updates on the title race between the Supra and the footprint gas-pedaled Beretta?"
See, I haven't heard hide or hair of either one of these things in a few weeks now. From the last I've heard was Live Fast still had his Supra up on the damn bricks, and it still wasn't running. He's doing motor upgrades, like trying to get it to run, and I don't think there's tires attached to the damn thing yet either. Shut the fuck up.
That's 3. We just reached our over-under, ladies and gentlemen. The over-under was 2.5.
That's worse shit. But there's many. She is eating her head. There's many competitions to be had this summer. This one's far from the only one. I did not forget about the hot dog eating contest yet.
What?
Yeah, that's still
it's not on my diet anymore.
That's still going to go down.
It's going to be my cheat day.
The weather is starting to break. B-Rat from the Double R, he's still all about it. The wrecking ball probably won't do it because he has to put forth some effort, and just fucking breathing's probably hard enough for that weirdo.
I don't know that Live Fast can fit in his racing seats anymore.
Well, someone would have to go pick him up and bring him here.
I meant for the race.
Oh,
in the Supra.
Well, like I said, there can't be no race if he can't get the damn thing running.
That's true too.
And no matter what, I always went with the barefoot gas pedal Beretta, just because
those are mean wagons.
I can't team up with Live Fast for nothing.
No, he's getting a little full of himself.
Oh, he's definitely getting. His pants are full of himself.
He's got about an ounce of responsibility now, and he's He's getting to be cock of the walkish.
Yeah, not my books.
We was at a get together the other day, and I turned to Mr. Bed and I said, he's gonna have to come down a peg. Mr. Bed says, "You want me to get him now?" I said, "Nah." I said, "Wait." It took about 35 seconds, and I turned back to him and I said, "You're gonna have to take him down." But
yeah, he's not exactly the smartest cat out there.
no.
It's all right. It's all right, Lie Fast. You fall into that category with the Donners. It's not your fault.
It's not your
You think you're doing a good job, and people tell you you're doing a good job just to make you feel good, but it's not the case.
We got Stampede.
Fuck, I'm gonna choke you, son of a bitch.
We got Stampede. They're all hopped up on ice.
These dogs, they exceeded their limit in ice cubes this week, and now I'm paying the price for it. Okay, last question, and then we gotta go into the conspiracy.
All right.
I am gonna have to put one of them in the cage.
Final question. Oh shit! He's going for the taser.
I don't know where it is.
Oh shit! He's searching the junk drawer. It's under the floss. Nope, not under the floss water. He's back up in the cupboard.
I don't know. Go ahead, I'm listening.
All right. Hey, Brewborn, I thought of something today, and I just have to ask. Now, I can verify that he thought of this today, because I was sitting there, and, like, it almost looked like I could see the light bulb go off over his head, and he hurried up and found something to scribble down his notes on.
I didn't want to lie. I didn't even read this yet, so I have no clue what it is.
He said, "I'm not sure who all was at the round square table, but I was wondering if you could take one physical quality from each person there and apply it to yourself, which would it be and why?"
What?
So you have to look at me, tell me something you like about me that you would want on you,
This
and
is
I
a
look
loaded
at
question.
you and take something I like from you and put on me. I wish I had your work ethic.
Let me see your wiener.
We're gonna be here for a little bit.
Fuck, I don't know.
B-Rad threw out a fucking heat seeker, didn't
Yeah, that ain't right. I'll take your hair.
Both sitting here nearsighted.
Yeah, we got bad eyes. We can't take that shit.
I'm fat, but you got the diabetes.
I don't want to be. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes a lot of fucking sense. Fuck you, Brad. You loaded the deck. I'm taking Penn State Bluebelly's hair and I'm growing a fucking mullet. I look like Billy Ray Cyrus. Can't take my hair. I ain't got none. We've seen how that worked out last time.
No, I was going to say the mole, but you went and fuck got it removed.
The holy moly's gone. Thanks to B-Rad for the double R.
Man,
Thank God Flamethrower's not here. He don't get to play this week.
I'm going to go with the credit cards because I don't imagine they're often too far from your person. They are part of your person.
Oh, you can go over there. I got enough fucking plastic over there on that counter.
I could get the plastic, but I don't have the let the cards fall as they may attitude towards using them. So I get real
paid
fucking
most of them
paranoid.
off today. I shot my load today on the credit fucking thing. I definitely, I paid one of them completely off. Then had to fucking jack it up $1,500 more because somebody wants to go see Gwen fucking Stefani on New Year's Eve in Las Vegas.
Fuck that. Like Vegas on New Year's is cool. You throw in hey baby, hey. Yeah, it's a Gwen Stefani song. You can look it up.
So you know me, I don't ever shortchange it. Got to get the general admission pit, get in before everyone else tickets.
Right there in the line of fire.
Oh yeah. I want to be right there. I want to be right there, so whenever she's squatting down, I can feel the heat coming off her fucking tampon.
Oh, you know she's trotting out Blake Shelton for a New Year's show. You're gonna have to catch some country.
What?
You're gonna be
I don't know
catching.
nothing about
Oh
her.
yeah, she's married to the Blake Sheltons there on the
The last thing I heard
on The
was,
Voice.
last time I listened to Gwen Stefani, she was singing that No Doubt song. Don't Speak.
I hate that fucking song.
That's the last time I heard that bitch.
I like the first. I like the I'm Just a Girl, and I like the Spiderweb song.
No, I've never heard it.
She was married to the lead singer from Bush.
I bet she has a bush.
Zing.
I'd look at her bush. Fuck it. She's probably got a fucking mole in her
You act
taint.
like you ain't never rocked out in a fucking Mustang to holla back, girl.
No, it's not that old of a song to be on fucking Hair Nation yet.
B-Red, that was a good quote. I wish we had a flamethrower here because he'd have been completely fucking stumped.
Yeah.
This is the gayest thing I've ever heard.
He had nothing to choose from besides fucking husky belly, my bad eyesight, fucking diabetes, and small wieners. All three of us couldn't fucking duct tape all three of our wieners together to get it rolling.
No, wait till I get this fucking soundboard made up. That way he can be here for every fucking show. Because I found a fucking editor where I can go back through all the previous shows and I can pull clips out.
I can't even imagine some of the shit that we said over fucking past.
I
don't
know
know. We got to be close to 40 shows already.
I still know. I know the Flamethrowers got one out there from season 1 where he turns to you and says, I need you to fuck me in the ass.
We got to get that one.
Yeah.
You got to dig deep for that one.
Man, that's a good question, B-Rat. I hope we didn't let you down. I wish we could have done some more.
Yeah,
Kind of got uncomfortable because we are the only two people in the house. And I didn't want the fucking romantic mood to strike us when we start sizing each other up about our likes and dislikes.
Yeah.
He starts tossing me ice cubes, knowing how fucking thinking it'll fire me up like the dogs.
You'll like the idea for next week whenever I announce it after this conspiracy part right here. All right, this is Archie. This is Archie's thing here. Which one do you want to tackle first?
You want to go with Titanic? That was his first listed.
Yeah, why not?
I looked into this, and man, it's pretty fucking convincing. Some of this shit.
It's pretty deep.
The
It's
first
deeper than the Titanic.
The first theory is the insurance scam.
Yes. That's what I read a lot of.
What had happened was the previous week, the SS Olympic, or HMS Olympic,
Yes.
was involved in a crash in the docking area.
We got into 2 wrecks in that previous year.
Yes. And so they had set it up so it couldn't go anywhere. It was waiting the fucking final answer from the insurance company for how much they were going to have to pay. They were thinking they were going to lose millions.
Yes, millions. Millions of pounds, not dollars.
So the Titanic wasn't ready to go yet for its maiden voyage. They was going to lose even more. So they went out and they fucking went up and painted the old HMS Titanic on the side of the Olympic, or they welded it on there.
Yeah, they put plates over it.
Yeah. And they sent her out there knowing that she was barely seaworthy because she had these 2 previous incidents. But they had to make some fucking bank. And lo and behold, old Johnny Iceberg jumps up and fucking puts the whole thing to bed.
If there even was an iceberg.
If there even was an iceberg. I didn't see that one. Most of them still stipulate that Ruth was already out. That I haven't seen one that discounted the iceberg because it's still one of the few explanations for the size of the hole in the hull where they hit.
Yeah.
But they think because of these previous wrecks that they weren't as structurally intact to take this. And there was other things like they didn't have the fucking the pod bay doors opened or closed that would have shut the water off to this part of the boat or that part of the boat.
I also seen that there could have very well possibly been a coal fire on the inside of the ship.
That slackened the integrity.
Yeah. So they was going with the old 9/11 conspiracy.
It's jet fuel.
Yeah, that the jet fuel, that the jet coals weakened the integrity of the unsinkable ship.
It was a salt coal.
I'm not buying into the jet coal.
No. There was the J.P. Morgan.
I like that one.
That he set everybody up.
I like that one.
I like that one too.
And that was in reference to there was a bunch of fucking people against the start of the Federal Reserve Bank.
Yeah.
So he sent out a whole bunch of classy invitations to come on the inaugural selling of the ship.
And even he was supposed to be on the inaugural selling of the ship.
Him and I had multiple people in here. There's like 7, 8, 9, 10 huge names. Like this is a fucking Celebrity Apprentice fucking ship. And
one of the Baldwins.
Yeah, Billy.
Yeah.
Billy Baldwin was supposed to make it. He got tipped off. He didn't make it. Anyway, straighten out the path with Baldwin's conspiracy. Okay, yeah, but many of these people was all against the Federal Reserve banks. J.P. Morgan, they needed this shit to go through, so he invites them onto the goddamn vessel just to die. I like that. I like that part.
Yeah, because like he pulled out at the last minute. He's like, "Nah, I'm just gonna stay here in France and hang out at the resort."
Yeah, he ended up going to a casino or something.
Did you see this one? This one at the very bottom of the page. Turns out that one of the dudes one of the crew members that was supposed to be there got reassigned like the day of. Like they said, hey, you're off this cruise, you're on a different one. So he comes down out of the old crow's nest. Well, he took two things with him that were pretty fucking integral to the launch of the HMS Titanic and might have helped with the old iceberg situation. Those two items, they say, were the binoculars from the crow's nest and the key to the phone to call the fucking the captain station. I was like, well, that might have something. That was a pretty big fucking deal right there, mister.
I didn't see that part. I like it then.
Uh-huh. Man, I'm going thumbs up that there was some fishy shit.
Well, here's another good one. Let me add on to the coal fire. My favorite one. This is my favorite one. It says that the curse of the pharaoh brought it down. There was an Egyptian mummy that they was transporting over from England, or where the hell this thing took off from, England to New York. They was transporting a pharaoh, and it wouldn't fit down below, so they had to keep it up on deck. So they're believing that the curse of the pharaoh took down the ship.
You spend too much time at the Voodoo Museum. Listen, there wasn't no Scooby-Doo mystery at the fucking Titanic.
How do you know?
Because Scooby-Doo's a cartoon.
It might have been loosely based on a true character.
Yeah, that's a good one though. Like I can see that one like really taking off in the 30s though.
Oh yeah, that'd be huge.
Scientists say the pharaoh's body came alive and took out all the lifeboats. The pharaoh then grabbed the iceberg and threw it at the boat.
Very well could have.
Back when they had movie tone before the news before the movies.
That's it. 1,500 people, 1,500 of the 2,200 passengers, they died on that ship. It went down with it.
It's the second most famous movie, it's the most famous movie sinking ever. The second being the USS Indianapolis from Jaws.
It was Jack's fault.
I mean, yeah.
Well, if her fat ass would have just slid over on the fucking door.
That's all she.
Jesus Christ, she's on that door is like 8 feet above fucking water level. And can I come up here? She's like, no, there's no room. Are you sure there's not like a corner or something? Nah. You better just stay there. We better not risk it.
He should have just wrapped himself in her fucking bush and been able to fucking survive the
Oh,
cold.
yeah. And like, I wonder if that was a real pickup line in 1912. It's like, can I draw you? Yeah, honey.
Well, it worked.
Yeah. Take your hot English girlfriend down to see their fucking poor Irish fucking neighbors.
I'm going to have to try that.
At the bottom of the boat.
Let's give it a whirl.
What do you mean, let's?
What are you drawing? Okay.
Here you go, lady. What do you think of this drawing I just made of you?
It's fucking uncanny.
Oh my word.
Do you think that's good enough to get me some putty?
Yep, putty all over.
Hear that? She'll be squirting by midnight, folks.
It's because you're going to work at 10.
Winner! All right.
Yeah.
Chalk 1 point up for the blue belly. Son of a bitch.
You've been keeping score on me all week.
All right. The second part. Part 2.
Ugh. Crisis actors.
Crisis actors.
I wasn't nearly as entertained by this one.
Nah, you know what? I didn't write down a whole bunch of stuff about the crisis actors because you don't have to write it down at all. Go into the Google machine and just type in fucking crisis actors and look at the images. It's true.
Well, there's a lot of pictures, but I find it hard to believe the pictures on the internet anymore, though. You know what I mean? Like now, like they want you to be paranoid enough to believe this, but the internet has made me so paranoid that I'm thinking you could put anybody's face anywhere at
Are you
any
saying
time.
it's fake news?
I'm thinking it's a diversion.
I don't know what it is.
I'm thinking they're all fake news. They're fake news in the fake news.
No. It has me. I believe it.
But then I looked up Operations Northwoods.
I don't even know what that means.
Let me find it because it was too much to write down on my little Dollar Tree tablet.
But like
Because
I said,
it said, hey, if you think this is true, check out Operation Northwood.
so now you're sending links.
I'm sending links.
Well, like I said, I went on there and I looked at the images, and it's just if those images are true, then hell yeah, this isn't a conspiracy. This is fact. FAK. T.
Operation Oi was a proposed false flag operation against the Cuban government. What it called for was the United States offered to commit acts of terrorism against American civilians and military targets, blaming it on the Cuban government. So this was height of the missile crisis. Like they shot it down, I guess. But like this is where it gets me more paranoid that like the government's running every fucking faction of these big episodes. Like they're not just bringing in the crisis actors; they're sending in the fucking shooters themselves.
Well, yeah. Who you think did 9/11?
Yeah. Oh, that's not even a conspiracy anymore.
No.
Like now the conspiracy is that it was Arabs. Yeah, who's gonna believe that?
I ain't buying that shit. You sell that to someone other sucker.
Let's see. Yeah, the biggest part of this started in 2012 with the Sandy Hook school, with the elementary school. Like that's when everybody started really paying attention to this stuff like that. So they do exist, but I'm finding this one harder to chew on than the Titanic.
Oh, I took this one to the throat.
You took it straight to the back of the
Straight
truck.
to the throat. I'm a full blown believer that it's facts.
Yeah, I mean there's pictures of them everywhere, but if you Google crisis actors,
That's the thing. Like, how the fuck you getting these people? Those are the pictures from each fucking event, though, and that's the same persons.
I understand that it is.
We always gotta have one day sayer in the crowd.
There's got to be.
No, it really doesn't.
Yeah, this one girl though, she does look like the same fucking girl over and over and over again.
The brown haired chick?
Yeah, the brown haired chick.
She's busted.
And then they got her in blonde hair in England.
I'm a crackiest one.
Mm-hmm.
It is her. She's the same one.
We're gonna have to stage something pretty fucking big to get him here.
Never underestimate the ability of fucking Ted Bed.
I remember when you tried climbing the fucking smokestack down in Hatfield. That didn't get him here. But
Don't blow my cover.
I'm trying not to. Oh man.
All right. So crisis actors, Bluebelly's he's on the fence with that. I think it's full blown a thing. Then Archie asked us to throw in one of our own. I'm closing down the show this week because I feel like this is fucking coop the grass. So Belly, what's your own conspiracy?
Well, we've been in and out of this a couple times. So my favorite of all time was the Michael Jordan was never retired, that he was suspended for betting on basketball.
Yeah.
There's that one. I was looking at sports ones, maybe some movie ones, but one that just always got me, and like I love it, and like it's kind of getting proven true more and more, is the government control over the weather.
The HARP machine.
The HARP machine. High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program.
I watched that one. Jesse the Body Ventura he did a conspiracy theory episode on it.
Like, because they fucked up and they showed, like, there was an episode of Top Gear on BBC, and they was talking about the motors and stuff they used to power the space shuttle. And it, boom, all this steam bellowed up. And like 20 minutes later, it started pouring down rain. It was a clear day. And from all this steam coming up, let's see. They said that they've changed the weather patterns for years now. And like people got this shit going back to like the Civil War. What is it? Is it sodium nitrate they put in the cloud seeds?
I don't know.
They see these clouds and they try to get rain and stuff like that.
Well, they've been saying that the weather was changeable forever.
So they do it, and they've actually blamed it on. They've all the biggest hurricanes recently: Katrina, Sandy, Wilma, Rita, all these ones.
Bertha and Betty.
Earthquakes. They think that it's done enough to do earthquakes in Japan from the weather changers up there.
Them tsunamis and all that.
And then I looked up Operation Popeye. Operation Popeye was a highly classified weather modification program in Southeast Asia during the Vietnam War. It started in 1967. What the United States did was they started cloud seeding in Vietnam to extend the monsoon season so that they would fucking muck up the whole Ho Chi Minh Trail and keep old fucking slant eyes from running up and down so fast.
Trying to keep Charlie out the bush.
Keep Charlie out the bush. I don't know if it worked out too well for them, but it's out there now that they tried to do this and fuck, it didn't work out too well for them. But like a lot of this stuff, like you talk about your droughts and your wildfires and shit like that. Like they want this to happen. Like California needs to burn every once in a while, and then you get another political party in there saying this is how we're going to stop wildfires, or you need a fucking Katrina to happen. You clean up New Orleans a little. How was New Orleans? Was it clean?
Oh, it always smells like piss, but I mean that's probably because of the alcohol. I mean, you know what? There's still a lot of weather-beaten buildings and shit like that. I mean, I don't think they want to make anything look new. That rustic look is what they want.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
they like the patina, they call it.
Yeah, so I'm not quite sure that they really tried to upgrade or. I mean, there's nothing look too shitty, I guess. You know what I mean? There's still some roofs ripped off of some buildings and shit, but for the most part, I'd say they're back on their feet.
Yeah. So it was just the perfect storm. That's where they wanted to be. It's where they wanted to go. So I think they wipe out Katrina. If they could make a hurricane,
easy one because New Orleans is fucking like 50 feet below sea level. Anyways.
If they could make a hurricane hit Chicago, they would.
that would solve a lot.
But then again, what city then would the gun owners look to for their comparison for how bad the no gun zones are?
Yeah. Well,
that's mine. The heart machine.
Well, let me tell you, mister.
I know you got a heat seeker because you're folks. Let me paint this picture. Like I'm sitting here with the Dollar Tree notebook and the Dollar General pens. Mr. Bed's got official stationery
from the Roosevelt, New Orleans. That's a Waldorf or stereo.
Waldorf Astoria.
Yeah.
You don't got to pronounce it to stay there, folks.
That's right. Let's just say
you get yourself a ginger friend. You two can live there for a week.
It costs more to stay there one night than you making a paycheck.
Woo!
Anyways, I did not go with a known conspiracy. This is homegrown, okay? This is the first time that the world is going to hear this conspiracy. It ain't conspiracy, it's true.
Hold on your seat.
What I'm saying. My conspiracy is that Disney is responsible for retarded kids.
I'm guessing, does this have anything to do with the fucking quadruplets you saw at the Walmart?
That had nothing to do with them. That was pure coincidence that I seen $4 at Walmart. When I was down at the Orlando airport down there, and there was a bountiful amount of retarded kids at the airport.
Ted Bed doesn't fly direct?
Well, my private jet, I had to lend it out to other clientele because everyone was having flight fucking pattern problems. Yeah. Weather was bad. The heart machine was active. I'm not quite sure how Disney's pulling this off. I'm not sure if it's through subliminal messages in the movies. Because let's look at it this way. Something is going on in these movies that make people fucking stupid and retarded. Because why else would full-blown adults want to continuously go there over and over again? Because let's look at what it's offering you, okay? If you go there in the summertime, it is unbearable fucking humidity. The worst of the worst. Bugs are atrocious too.
Yeah.
And then you're going and paying hundreds. It's not cheap to go to fucking Disney
Thousands.
World. It is not cheap to go to Disney World whatsoever. So you're paying a shit ton of money to go into the amusement park with a fucking zillion other people. So now you got lines out the asshole, and you're waiting and waiting and waiting. And like I said, you're a full-blown fucking adult, and you're doing this stupid shit. So, and then, not to mention, there is a lot of fucking retarded kids to go to it. I don't know how, I think the parents are watching these movies, something subliminal is going into their head, triggering this goddamn chemical effect in their brains, going down into the dad's fucking wiener, shooting it into the mom's cooter, and out comes a fucking D-to-D, and the Disney cycle fucking goes, because then they go to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, Make-A-Wish is going to send you down to Disney World, Disney's winning all the way around here.
Yeah.
This is a money fucking racket creating fucking retards.
Circle of life.
Exactly. The Lion King fucking nailed this one. And They're fucking. You got the old fucking monkey up on top of the mountain, fucking holding out the Disney's going, ha ha ha, pay me.
I want to ride Space Mountain.
You can't ride Space Mountain. That's reserved.
Teacups.
There's not a whole lot of fault in your logic there.
No, like I said,
I mean, it's pretty bulletproof.
To be a full-blown adult and want to go through all that misery down there, something is hypnotizing or tricking your brain.
Yeah, we've had the discussion in our house about the Disney vacation. Thankfully, we're still right on the financial borderline of it year to year for the Disney vacation. So I can kind of like lean with the, it's going to be real tight if we go. You know, that's a lot of money to tie up in one vacation. But pretty soon it's just going to have to be, I don't like the crowds. I'm out. I can't do it. And here's the thing.
Well, I went there.
And you've seen what Disney's opening up next.
No.
A fucking Star Wars park. Disney bought Star
They
Wars.
bought Star Wars.
Yeah. So then you get two of your favorite groups of people.
Oh man,
Kids.
They got the Harry Potter down. Oh, that's Universal. Same difference. So if you go to Disney World, you're going to Universal Studios. They're right across the street from each other.
Yeah.
Like my little retard.
Yeah, you're thinking.
I'm almost watching too much Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely got.
One Dalmatian in there.
Yeah, Ruth Ann Belly. She's definitely got a little fucking.
So that's it. People out there, don't fall victim to my conspiracy here. Quit watching the Disney movies at home because you're getting a chemical imbalance in your fucking head, making you slowly retarded.
I would even venture that it's less that the parents are making the kids retarded with the Disney. Maybe it's more that the kids make the parents retarded.
I think it's whoever watches the movies and
All
goes. Well, it
Yeah.
has to be the parents. The parents are the ones becoming retarded.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Who knows? It's a conspiracy.
Matt Damon.
Make it whichever way you want, but no matter what, Disney, you're responsible for retarded people.
Congratulations, Disney.
Okay, got anything else?
I'm going through the notes here. I got nothing. I'm kind of geared up for next week.
I'm
Seeing as though I just found out about it, you had a whole fucking show planned.
Yeah, I was so.
I was the last one to get the note.
Yesterday, I'm driving down the highway. Let me give you a spoiler alert. Well, any spoiler alert, you got to know what next week's about. Next week's show, we're not taking any questions at all, but we encourage you to send in just one sentence, one reply, one response. The name of the show is the Top 10 Most Hated Things in Life. That's the top 10 most hated things in the Belly's life, the top 10 most hated things in gorgeous Randy Flamethrower's life, if he shows up. And then I have no clue how I'm going to come up with only 10 things that I hate the most. But I already started working on it. My list has already begun, and I'm way past 10.
Are you down to 1,000 yet?
No.
No.
I'm not even done adding things onto the list yet. So, I don't know. If it gets too good, that next week's show has potential to go into overtime. That's going to be next Friday. Next Friday, episode 6, top 10 most hated. So by all means, send in what you hate the most, and we'll read one of your things on the airs. But I'm pretty sure that show's gonna.
Yeah, we're pulling back the curtain next week, folks.
Yeah,
We're
that show's got the potential to go to fucking distance right there.
yeah. Look, you guys need to understand the line we're putting a lot of our balls on next week.
I like keeping
Because-
mine on a chopping block. I don't really give a shit.
Because we don't half-ass it here. It's full ass. It's whole butt. You're getting all this butt, or you're getting none of this butt.
And you can see the crack.
You can see the
And
crack.
you can even look at my hole.
It'll wink back at you if you give it time.
Well, so there you have it, folks. Next week's episode is the fucking top 10 from hell. For the Penn State Blue Belly. For Bark Laser. For Bella Dog. Oh my God, I'm so happy I finally get to be on the programs. Dad, I'm on the fucking programs. You watch your mouth, you're a young girl. Anyways, and for the fabulous deathbed, we'll be back with you next Friday, folks, for the top 10 most hated. Hope you enjoyed this shit show. We're out.